So, how about something a little bit different today? It's been a little while, and I thought I might try something new. Specifically, I should probably turn that off. Recording in post. This commentary has all been recorded in post. That's my profile. Where is this? Yes. I am now offline. So, being as it's recorded in post, it might be a little bit less active than normal. I just wanted to see how I would fare in this, and an opportunity presented itself. I had a very, very fun game as Earthshaker not too long ago, and I thought you and I might like to see it again. Specifically I, but... So, Dota 2. For those of you who have not heard of it, where are you living? Probably beneath a rock. It is a M.O.B.A. I hate to call it a M.O.B.A. Dota-like is what they used to call this genre, but M.O.B.A. I guess is an alright title. Now, in this game at the beginning, I wasn't really thinking that I would have much chance. Not at this point, but once people started picking heroes, that's when I started thinking our chances were quite low. I did not predict on this game, so that was quite a shame. But this game was one of the most fun that I've had in a while, even though my performance wasn't too great, especially in the early game. The early game's going to be quite boring, but here we go. People are starting to pick Crystal Maiden. That's not a bad pick, and as far as I can tell throughout this game, that Crystal Maiden plays fairly well. Now, this Pugna was randomed, and I think this person had no idea how to play Pugna. They did not do very well. Let's switch this over to player perspective. We're going to watch my perspective. And here, I decide to pick Earthshaker, because Earthshaker is a very fun hero. They've got a Skywrath Mage, which is going to not be very fun to fight against, but we shall try. Early game, just buying your items. I expected Witch Doctor or Crystal Maiden would pick up on the Courier, and maybe Wards as well, considering Earthshaker is a lane support and they're both hard supports, though Witch Doctor can be built as a carry. Now I decide to go top with Crystal Maiden. Pugna takes mid, even though he really probably... Actually did... I think Sniper decides to take mid after Pugna leaves. Sniper forces Pugna to leave. It's probably for the best. I think that's how that turned out. I suppose we'll see. Now, first of all, Crystal Maiden and Earthshaker isn't a bad combo in lane, unless they wind up against some heroes who can tank Crystal Maiden's harassment, and that's what winds up happening. We wind up in a lane against Axe and Skywrath Mage. Skywrath Mage is going to be spamming his arcane bolts and concussive shots and ancient seals all over the place, just like Skywrath Mages do, which is going to work to keep us nice and low. And then Axe, whenever we try and go up for last hits, is going to try and call us and get us stuck right where we don't want to be. And unfortunately, I'm unable to do much to counter that early game. You'll see that here in a moment. But here I am going back to get the block on the creeps, slow down the creeps so that the lane isn't in the enemy's favor, push towards the enemy's favor. It's going to be pushed a little bit into their land anyway, but this just makes it so that we're closer to our land, easier to run back to our tower should we need to. And obviously we're going to need to. Right here, I am freaking out because I just saw an Axe, and Axes are spooky. Just running back and forth, not really able to, or too scared to, run up there and get any last hits. Axe decides to get Spin as his first ability, the Axe Spin. I don't know its specific name, I just call it Spin. So that whenever he takes damage, there's a chance he'll spin and deal damage back to his attacker and anyone else nearby. So that's going to make it very hard for Crystal Maiden or I, specifically I, to get last hits. Considering she's a ranged hero, it's easier for her to get last hits, but she still struggles. Axe is going to run up there and whack us both a time or two, get us to back off, and the creep wave gets pushed back to our tower. It's going to be very hard to last hit beneath our tower. As we see mid here, Bounty Hunter has just taken... Who was that? That was Sniper. Bounty Hunter just took a Sniper mid. Looking at the minimap, you could see that one coming. Down at bot, it looks like things are going fairly well. They've got their lane pushed all the way up to their tower. once again, Axe is controlling this lane like Axes do, and Skywrath is harassing like Skywrath is? What's the plural of wrath? That's a word you don't hear very often. Anyway, let's see what's happening next. Looks like still fairly quiet for the early game. Sniper's going back to mid, which is nice. We're getting chased here, but Crystal Maiden's Crystal Nova is enough to force Axe away. Right. I eat a tree to regen a little bit of health. Crystal Maiden's got herself a clarity. I'm not sure why, considering she has Arcane Aura. She should be able to regenerate fairly quickly. Now, Axe is going to start putting, what is that, Battle Hunger on Crystal Maiden and I in order to keep our health even lower, forcing us to back off even more. I try to fissure here and there, considering I have several clarities. I should be able to get a fissure off here and there just to harass. Crystal Maiden should be also spamming her Crystal Nova after she gets her Arcane Aura up a few levels. I decided to put an extra level into Fissure, considering that's going to be my harassment tool early game. Usually I would want to... here's Skywrath putting some Arcane Bolts on me. It's going to force me to back away. Usually I put some levels into Aftershock before I put levels into Fissure, because Aftershock is more useful for the stun and the damage than simply upgrading Fissure. Like, you get 50 damage off of upgrading Fissure, and you get an extra half a second out of the stun. By putting this, you get an extra 6/10 of a second instead of 5/10, and the same amount of damage. It's just scaling your stun more quickly. And it also affects this, so once you get Enchant Totem, it benefits from having Aftershock. It's a more wide range of benefit. So, currently we're still struggling to get anything going here at the top. It looks like Bot is just scooting back and forth. There's no one with any particular advantage. And up in mid, it seems like Bounty Hunter is either missing or invisible, and Sniper is hiding beneath his tower, which is not good for Sniper. More Arcane Bolts flying out from Skywrath Mage, and tower... Creep Wave is being pushed beneath our tower, which is not really what we want. It's safe here, but we need the last hits, and it's hard to last hit beneath your own tower. You see here, none of us are getting very much gold. If I open up the net worth thingy, it seems that Bounty Hunter is doing the best. Not a big surprise, considering he got First Blood. Pugna, surprisingly, is doing fairly well as well. I didn't think he would be doing so well in the early game. And then, unsurprisingly, Axe is doing fairly well, considering he's been practically given free farm here. Now here, we are pushing him back, but Skywrath is too spooky, and Crystal Maiden is too injured. We're unable to press the advantage there and get a kill. Looks like Sniper has been spending a lot of his money on sentry wards. Looks like we're pressing our advantage here, but once again, Skywrath, too spooky. I get called. Am I going to die here? No, I'm not going to die here. It looks like I escaped, but with very little health. Another Arcane Bolt? Nah, not enough. I survived. Does Crystal Maiden survive? Yeah, it looks like she has plenty of health. Skywrath is backing off. Backing off. And now I am forced to buy an extra healing salve, and I also purchase what's left of my bracer, I believe that was. So that way I'll have a little bit of extra health in order to hopefully tank a call, should I be called. Crystal Maiden is going to rotate, get the rune, and then rotate towards mid and help Sniper. Crystal Maiden was our early game carry, really. She's rotating to gank mid on that Bounty Hunter. I think this is the point where she gets a successful gank, but I'm not sure. I suppose we'll see here in a moment. About 6 minutes in, still struggling to get last hits. Bottom is pushed, and they are pushing mid-tower. This might be where they take the tower. I remember they take a tower early. Here we have... I'm finally getting some last hits, but I hear that TP sound. Someone's TPing in towards mid, and I have to back off once again. Oh, Skywrath Mage in the woods forces me to back off again. He's pulling creeps, slowing them down, letting their lane take care of the previous creep wave. Axe is still spooky. I have 2 levels in Fissure. Might not have been the best idea. I probably should have put that level in to enchant Totem. If I get called, I can deal quite a bit of damage to him using enchant. Notice how I am the lowest on the net worth at this point. I have been trying to solo this side lane ever since Crystal Maiden left, and here I think I die. Yeah, I get called, and I'm unable to stun while in the call, and for that reason, the Arcane Bolt spam and the Axe. The combination of those two kill me. I was unable to successfully solo the side lane without Crystal Maiden supporting me. Now, it looks like Wind Ranger is pushing bot there. She just got Bounty Hunter and Wind Ranger combined push bot, and they just got 2 kills for their team. That's not good for our situation. Things are looking rather bleak at the moment. This has been a fairly bad early game. I haven't been able to get anything going top. It looks like bottom, whatever momentum they had, has just been taken away. But luckily, the dual mid there with Crystal Maiden and Sniper, they have been able to take a mid tower. So long as Sniper, our hardest carry, is getting a lot of feed, a lot of farm, we'll be able to bring some pain mid game. It would be nice if I could finally get Echo Slam someday, and then I might be able to have some fun mid-game as well. Especially if I get a Blink Dagger. And here we have Sniper and Crystal Maiden coming up top, trying to give me some help since I've been struggling to solo this side lane against an Axe and a Skywrath. It'd be nice if we could get a kill here. Sniper could use the money. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Axe charges, Bounty Hunter appears out of nowhere. I get called, I don't have my stun, now I have my stun. I take down Axe. Crystal Maiden, Sniper gets taken out by Bounty Hunter down south. Crystal Maiden takes an arrow to the face from Wind Ranger, and Bounty Hunter escapes. I am on about a quarter mana, maybe a third mana right here, so I don't have enough for a Fissure or an Echo Slam yet. I'm regenerating rather quickly, though, because of Arcane Aura. Am I regenerating? No, Crystal Maiden's dead. I'm not regenerating as quickly as I would ordinarily be. Bottom, it looks like their lane has also been pushed a bit, but they are doing okay. Here I have to deal with Wind Ranger and... who's that? Skywrath? Alone. Except here comes Crystal Maiden. No, Sniper and Crystal Maiden. Sniper shoots at Skywrath, takes him down to a little bit of health. He has enough to live with for a little while. Axe comes back. We don't know about him yet. Crystal Maiden finds him over there and freezes him. Then she gets hit by Wind Ranger's stun. I stun them all with a Fissure and run away because they are spooky. Now I'm once again on less than half mana, but luckily I'm regenerating from Arcane Aura now, which is nice and pleasant. I'll have another Fissure ready here in a moment, or possibly an Echo Slam should I see an opportunity. Bottom is currently struggling against a Bounty Hunter. Saw that one coming. I'm forced back beneath my tower along with Sniper. We have a tri-lane here, so I'm expecting something to happen eventually, but the time has yet to present itself. Wind Ranger shooting a bunch of arrows like Wind Ranger does, dealing a little bit of harassment, a little bit of damage. We got Witch Doctor invisible hiding beneath his own tower. He's probably being pressed by Bounty Hunter right now. And we have Pugna returning to lane. I almost got stunned by Wind Ranger there, but I managed to pull away. And instead, Sniper takes the stun. Wind Ranger's coming in with more arrows. We have Skywrath up top, pushing Crystal Maiden back, and Omni Knight from the woods, surprisingly. I didn't know he was coming. Crystal Maiden almost takes an arcane shot to the face, killing her, and then Skywrath Mage almost kills her. It doesn't kill her. And then Skywrath Mage takes a assassination to the face from Sniper. Luckily, that brings the enemy count down to 3, and I'm able to run in here with an Echo Slam, deal quite a bit of damage to Axe. Not enough damage to Omni Knight in order to get him killed, but Axe dies as a result of that Echo Slam and with Witch Doctor's help. Lovely. Now I have enough money for my arcane boots, I can finally start preparing to spam things like Fissure and Enchant Totem. I have plenty of mana for that kind of thing now, and I can also assist Sniper in his mana woes. can assist my entire team in those mana woes. Now, we have a... What is that? We have a... Who is that? Bounty Hunter is mid again, getting free farm right now while we are attempting to push top. At bot, we have Pugna soloing the side lane with 3 heroes missing. Here's Axe, that's 1 less hero missing. He misses the call, but still manages to get decent damage off. And here's Witch Doctor with the Death Ward, dealing plenty of damage. Skywrath down, and who else almost died? Was that Mitt Romney Knight? Yeah, here's Crystal Maiden coming in with the Ice Rain, dealing plenty of damage, enough to kill Omni Knight. And we're able to finally push the tower. Here I am, pulling back because I have less than 100 health. I'm just watching what's going on. There's Bounty Hunter. You might get Witch Doctor. Yeah. If I remember correctly, though, yes, here we go. Assassination and the Maledicts will take care of Bounty Hunter. He avenged himself, and now we have Wind Ranger coming into the fight. This has been a very long fight, very fractal. There goes Crystal Maiden to Omni Knight's heal and harm. Wind Ranger chasing Sniper. With Wind Run, she's going to get the final arrow to kill him. Here I realize I've just been standing in front of our barracks and not healing in the fountain. He's busy watching the show. Finally make it back to the fountain. Notice that Axe is not on the top of the net worth chart, which is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. I'm not doing too well on the net worth chart. Neither is Crystal Maiden, but Omni Knight and Skywrath are both beneath us, which is good. Let's see if I can get the stun off. Yes, I do. I managed to trap him as well. He's going to get pushed off to the right. And we're going to chase, deal plenty of... Oh, here comes Axe. I'm not sure what he's trying here. Oh, he has Skywrath as backup. He manages to cull Crystal Maiden. Call and cull. And here I'm going to escape with very, very little health. Skywrath nearly gets me. Wind Ranger just misses with her arrow. And I escape once again. Witch Doctor is in the river, taking care of business. He got Omni Knight and Axe. And then he finally gets taken down by Wind Ranger. Not a bad fight. We're just trading so far. Some of it has gone in favor of the other team. They've had some single kills against us, like at mid they got first blood and all that. Pugna has not been doing too well either. But things are going decently. Things could be going better. And that's what is going to happen in the mid-game. Here we have a Sentry Ward. I think Pugna is afraid of Bounty Hunter, as he should be. He's one of those squishy heroes that can be easily taken out by Bounty Hunter whenever Bounty Hunter pleases, so long as he can't be seen. Pugna places a Death Ward. Not a Death Ward. What are these things called? Places a thingy. Pugna places a thingy. Nether Ward. That would deal damage to anyone who casts nearby, but unfortunately there's no one nearby to cast. So, it's sort of a waste. Now bot, we see Axe is pushing, dealing plenty of damage to the people he wants to deal damage to, calling, killing, and culling. Here I notice that bottom tower needs assistance, so I go and get a town portal scroll. I wait for the cooldown on that to wear out. Crystal Maiden jumps in with a Ice Rain, dealing tons of damage to Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger tries to run, but she can't get away. Omni Knight, however, will get away with his repel because I cannot stun him. Lovely. Excuse me. So, there's Bounty Hunter. We can see him because of the Sentry Wards. I get a decent fissure off on him, but it's not a long enough stun for us to follow up on it. Here, however, Witch Doctor gets a good stun, and then I follow up with a stun of my own. He is unable to move. He gets the Maledict on him. Tons of damage. He melts. Melt, melt, melt. They fortify there. I wanted to use my enchant totem to deal the extra damage, but they fortify, and I'm unable to deal that extra damage. I managed to last hit the tower, however. That'll give me plenty of gold. I might be able to get Blink Dagger here at about 20 minutes or so, if I keep things up going the way they are. If we look up top here, we have a... who was that? Axe? Trying to do some fancy things. But he is forced out by the tower. Looks like Sniper is trying to chase. Crystal Maiden is also giving pursuit, and they kill Axe. Well done. Well done indeed. If Axe had gotten that haste rune that Crystal Maiden decided to take, he could have escaped. But he didn't. Now we're going to push top, hopefully take the tier 1 tower here. We took tier 1 bot, and now we're going to try to take tier 1 top. I see this Omni Knight coming in. I don't want him to do anything spooky, so I just lay down a fissure in order to deter him. Sniper takes down the tower. I'm not sure if he knows that shrapnel doesn't deal damage to towers. It used to, but it doesn't deal damage to towers anymore. So a lot of snipers still think it does. Now we can see someone's TPing into the tower. Ordinarily, when I was playing this game, I couldn't see that. But because this is a replay, we can see that. Looks like mid has been pushed fairly far. Someone might go to defend that here soon. Skywrath gets a good... really good, actually. Gets a really good Mystic Flare off. Deals a ton of damage to Sniper and Crystal Maiden. I get the Echo Slam off, thinking that I might be able to kill Omni Knight with it, but he manages to escape as well. Bit of a waste, if you ask me, but here I'm going to go and try to save Pugna with a Fissure. It might not be enough. Yes, it was not enough because of Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter's taking damage from the Nether Ward. He manages to get Maledict, well... Witch Doctor manages to get Maledict off on Bounty Hunter, and because of that, here, I notice he's on low health. I turn and get both Bounty Hunter and Skywrath Mage with the Fissure. I'm being tracked, so everyone knows where I am, but it doesn't matter because they are too weak to push beneath a tier 1 tower. Well, too low on health, I shouldn't say weak. They're strong enough to take that tier 1 tower down, they just don't have enough health. They're injured. I managed to get Blink Dagger bought while in that fight. And as everyone knows, once Earthshaker gets Blink Dagger, things start getting real. Because you can blink on top of people and Echo Slam for massive amounts of damage. It is a fun time. You no longer have to run in there and risk getting stunned or called or whatever might happen. You just blink, bam. Everything is wounded. Usually you don't kill everything with an Echo Slam unless you're facing someone like a Broodmother who creates a large amount of enemies to be inside of the Echo Slam's radius, increasing its damage. Eventually I will get Oghanims as well. That's what I have in my little purchasing thing in the bottom right. Deal some extra damage off of the Echo Slams with that. It'll be fun times. I noticed a haste rune. Call that out. Let someone take it. I think Pugna bottles it. Crystal Maiden takes a Bounty Room bot. Axe is mid. Looks like top is empty. So I decide to roam towards mid. Roaming through the rune spot. I notice Crystal Maiden is way far out. What was she doing up there? What the heck? Good job. Okay. So I'm doing better on the net worth thing now. I've gotten a lot of money from that double kill off of the fissure. And that's brought me back from the dead. I noticed that there was an axe here, but I couldn't have seen that bounty hunter. Because that ward does not have true sight, the bounty hunter was invisible. Here, I'm waiting for an opportunity. I think I see one here. This opportunity is too good to pass up, so I jump in there. Even though I'm going to die, I should have waited a little bit longer or I could have waited a little bit longer for my teammates to get there. But, then I might have lost the opportunity for that really good Echo Slam. Sorry if my voice is beginning to crack a little bit. I haven't talked this long in a long time. Pugna activates his haste rune. I presume he was wanting to chase that Wind Ranger, but it doesn't matter if you have a haste rune. You can't chase a Wind Ranger. Unless you have a stun. Or a slow. You can chase a Wind Ranger. If you are a Spirit Breaker, you have a stun or a slow. So right now, our creeps are pushing top tower while we push bot. It seems that we... Ooh, Bounty Hunter turns and takes Pugna out. We have Wind Ranger here. I'm saying, hey, don't stay, there's an axe coming. And he doesn't listen. He gets taken out by the axe. Finally, I am back up. I buy an Ogre's Club. That way I have a little bit of extra health. I might be able to tank a few hits. Here's Omni Knight coming in with Repel. I'm not sure why he even bothers with the Repel, since that just blocks him from magical damage and the tower is pure. Is the tower pure? I think it's pure. I'm thinking about jumping in there, but noticing that I don't have an Echo Slam or any teammates nearby, I decide to not do that. Bounty Hunter is currently on top of the net worth. I wonder what he's looking like in terms of... Where is it? Now here, Bounty Hunter's doing some stuff. I can't see him at this moment. It's just because of the way replays work that I can see his glowing blades. I don't know about him. He probably knows about me. What was I going to look for? Yeah, last hits. Bounty Hunter is surprisingly not doing very well in terms of last hits, even though he is doing very well in the net worth. That's probably to do with kills, deaths, and assists, right? Yes, he's very high in kills. That explains the large amount of money he has. Now, currently, I can hear stuff happening in the jungle, but I don't know where, and I'm a bit spooked because there was an axe there, and I don't want to get called into a situation that I do not want to be in, so I am being very tentative, being very hesitant, and because of that, Crystal Maiden's caught out and I can't help her. She probably shouldn't have been out that far to begin with, but had I moved forward a bit, I could have tried to save her. It might have cost me my own life, but you never know. It's sometimes worth a shot, sometimes not. He drops one of those Mystic Flares and misses. If only Pugna had been utilizing his Nether Ward perfectly. That deals damage based on the amount of mana spent in the casting of a spell. And Mystic Flare costs a lot. Ooh, I get a good Echo Slam off there. Bunch of Echo damage going to nearby enemies. Unfortunately, Witch Doctor gets killed before his Death Ward can do all it's meant to do. Is Romney Knight going to escape here? No, I get a good fissure off, and Sniper finishes him. Lovely. Pugna places a Nether Ward in the worst spot I've ever seen. That's going to be absolutely worthless. I'm being tracked. Not sure if that's going to be worth it for anyone right now. Considering I'm at full health, it doesn't really matter if they can see me or not. I have enough for my point booster, so I should be going to the side shop here soon and getting that before I wind up getting killed and losing the money. We might be able to take tier 2 tower here. Axe just respawned, but we have a lot of tower pushing capabilities between Pugna and I. Sniper helps as well, because he can shoot it from a distance, but Pugna has an ability that deals 200% damage to a tower, and then I have my enchanted totem, which crits when attacking anything, even a tower. So I pop a fissure there, trying to harass them, just keep them from doing too much. Sniper manages to kill Skywrath. Crystal Maiden goes in for the Icicle Rain, but she gets called and is unable to complete that spell. I blink in with the Enchant Totem to try to help, but I am just too far away. I try to right-click on the Bounty Hunter there, but I'm unable to. I get stopped by my own fissure. Axe is coming in from the side. I'm trying to tell people to back off because there's nothing I can do to save them right now. My fissure is on cooldown. I will try to save this Pugna and do a decent job at it. I cut the axe off from him, but Wind Ranger is coming up here. Wind Ranger with her Blink Dagger and her Wind Run. Pugna will be unable to escape. He's going to get caught by the Shackle Shot and then hit with the Power Shot. Axe gets the last hit, which is exactly what we don't want. We don't want Axe getting that farm. But luckily, I'm ahead of him in farm. I might be able to turn around here and get a decent Echo Slam. Yeah, that wasn't too good, actually. I should have waited a little bit longer and gotten Omni Knight within its reach. But Just still managed to kill Omni Knight. Here we might be able to get Bounty Hunter. Yes, yes, yes. We got Bounty Hunter. Crystal Maiden got the last hit on that somehow. I'm not sure how. I figured the tower would get the last hit. But anyway, that was a decent fight. We got 3 for 2. Crystal Maiden died earlier, though. And she didn't really need to, so I'd call that a 3 for 3 overall. Axe is at the rune spot. Is that Axe? No, who is that? Someone has illusions. Or is that just a DD rune? Yeah, that's just a DD rune. We have sight at mid. We have sight. Looks like mid is pushed and bot is pushed. Top is the only place that's not pushed. Why am I just sitting here looking here? Oh, I'm waiting until I get back to the fountain. Yes. Eager to get that Aghanim Scepter. That'll reduce the cooldown, increase the damage, do all the good things. Is Windranger going to die? No, of course not. Windranger is the master of escapes. Even when she gets rooted like that, she can still sometimes escape. I'm not sure why Crystal Maiden is being so aggressive. You see how far out she was. She's a support. She's supposed to stay with a carry, but she's just going out on her own. I think that has been serving her fairly well, actually. Not really. She has a lot of deaths. Perhaps some of her kills come in the later game, because she does do fairly well by the end of the game. I'm still doing fairly well as well. I pop a fissure, try to harass, deal some decent damage to the Skywrath. Skywrath is fairly squishy. He can't really take my magical damage on the fissure. Might have gotten a little bit of armor, but magic resistance is something that's hard to come by. He drops a Mystic Flare on top of Crystal Maiden. It's not enough. And when Omni Knight tries to heal himself, the Nether Ward kills Omni Knight. Here we have a Death Ward coming in on Bounty Hunter, dealing tons of damage. Crystal Maiden tries to go for the Icicle Raid, but she gets killed before the duration of that spell runs out. Here I see Axe is going on Witch Doctor. I try to stun to save him, but I fail, and then I stun again to save myself. An Echo Slam wouldn't be too useful here, so I try to avoid using that. I get called, and he has Blade Mail on. Here, I might die. Yes, I tried turning around there at the end to get amongst the rest of them, because once I saw that there were like 8 enemies around me, that would have been a great opportunity to Echo Slam. I might have been able to kill the Axe and the Windranger with that, and then the Skywrath would have finished me off. But unfortunately, I was silenced, so I could not get the Echo Slam off. Meanwhile, we have Sniper pushing bot. He might be able to take that tier 2 tower, unless this axe comes up through the river like he is right now and takes him out. Might get the tower before that. We have Crystal Maiden up top pushing the top lane once again. Mid lane has been pushed towards us, so there's not much we can do mid. Looks like Sniper did manage to escape from that. He must have Shadow Bladed, because right now he's running invisible through the river. Pugna, once again, pushing mid. Be back in about 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Windranger is pushing bot. I think this is the point where I go to defend bot, once I see things are not going too well for us there. Jeez, it really has been a long time since I talked for this amount of time straight. Okay. Mid here we have a casket being thrown towards Axe. A lot of illusions here. That's Death Ward's not going to be very effective. He gets called out of the Death Ward. Pugna is absorbing Axe right now. He pops... yeah. Omni Knight pops the Guardian Angel. I managed to get the Echo Slam off once I see Bounty Hunters there and kill both Bounty Hunter and Omni Knight. Lovely. So that was a 3 for 2. Not a bad trade. We need to be trading better than this, though, now that it's really getting towards the mid to late game. I finally get Aghanim Scepter, which means I'm going to be dealing extra Echo Slam damage whenever I find an opportunity. I'm not sure that I'm going to find very many more opportunities. I had some really good opportunities early game. I've had some decent ones so far here mid game, but towards the late game I think they start coming less and less. That's why some people call into question the value of an Aghanim Scepter, but I think it's still worth it. In case you do find an opportunity, you will really start hammering people down. Mid, we have Wind Ranger pushing back out. It looks like some of our team is respawning. We have a Sniper and Crystal Maiden coming to help us bot. We have Sniper pushing the upper creep wave while I'm down here taking care of the lower creep wave. I start blinking forward because I want to be moving fast. Gotta go fast. Crystal Maiden in the side shop. That's... I was about to say that's dangerous, but they don't have a techie, so it doesn't really matter. We have Omni Knight and Axe coming in here. Omni Knight places Repel on Sniper. You can repel enemies? I didn't know that. Interesting. We have a Bounty Hunter nearby, but I couldn't have known that at the time. I see that Wind Ranger is coming up the river, and I want her to know that we know about her. So I place a fissure to harass her, try and deter her. We have Nether Ward there doing some damage to people who are casting, and we have Axe coming in here. We have a Death Ward on top of this situation. I should have Echo Slammed sooner, but unfortunately, because I didn't, it looks like Bounty Hunter is going to escape. I missed the Enchant Totem as well. I really shouldn't have missed that either. What a shame. But that was still a decent Echo Slam. And now I'm third in the net worth. Sniper's finally gotten ahead of Bounty Hunter as well, and that's probably going to be what's going to carry us to victory. Sniper is a very, very hard carry, and he's going to start dealing crazy amounts of damage. They won't be able to keep up. That was a poor blink there. I thought I might be able to blink far enough to get over that ledge, but I didn't. And we're going to try to take a tier 3 tower here. I think they are going to manage to push us back out here, especially Pugna. Pugna needs to be more careful than that. Taking arrows to the face is something that he cannot do. And that's why Bounty Hunter comes and cleans him up. That was a bad fissure there, but it's fine because I am a tank, and I can tank whatever Wind Ranger wants to throw at me. Sniper's gonna stay around. I'm not sure why. He can't really get any kills out of this situation, but he can help us to push better. Witch Doctor giving us the good heals here. Exactly what we need. Axe comes in with a call, blade mails. I can't really do much to stop him while he has a blade mail on. We have a Death Ward that might kill Witch Doctor if he's not careful. Yep, here we have Guardian Angel coming down. I can't deal any physical damage to them. I might as well just run because I am silenced, and I have the Bloodthirst on me. Now, if I'm not careful, this Bloodthirst could kill me here. Yeah, this Bloodthirst is going to kill me. Kudos, Axe, kudos. Good use of the blade, or the Bloodthirst. Now I have a 71-second respawn time. I have enough money for buyback in case they manage to get a really good push going, but I don't think I'll need it yet. They are pushing bot, however, and that's a bit concerning. Skywrath is hanging out. Wind Ranger is also hanging out. Pugna is standing beneath our tower. I'm not sure what he plans to do against that Wind Ranger. There's not a whole lot he can do, really. Except stand there and look pretty. I thought he just got jumped on. That scared me. No, he's gonna get jumped on anyway. Careful. Ooh, this looks good. If you can manage to pull it off. Blade Mail on the Absorb makes it so that Absorb is worthless. He gets called, he gets killed. Crystal Maiden manages to get the freeze off and last hit him with a auto attack. Poor Axe being killed by a support. Oh well. Poor him. Freezing all the people, gets the Icicle Rain on top of a Death Ward. Poor Skywrath Mage. He got frickin' obliterated. We have Bounty Hunter taking care of Sniper, or trying to top. Looks like Sniper's gonna get away with the Shadow Blade. A Crystal Maiden with Repel on her. I shouldn't have bothered to fissure her because it's not going to do any damage. She is protected from magical damage. Now I'm going to try to push bot lane out here. I'm a little bit concerned because I have no sight in the jungle. I'm not sure where that Wind Ranger is. However, I will use all of the abilities in order to push back out quickly. Punching creeps here and there. I noticed that mid tower needs help, so I'm going to run over there and try and protect it. Sniper's pushing back out top. I'm not sure if that would be advisable, knowing that there's a bounty hunter around and that he's fairly squishy. But Sniper do as Sniper do. Managed to last hit that siege creep. That's sick amounts of money, sick gains. Not much really happening right now, actually. Things are fairly calm. Oh yes, this is the moment where we thought that they might be trying to take Roshan, and because of that, we come in here and try and deal some damage, prevent them from taking Roshan. That death ward is going to be the death of Witch Doctor. Oh, no, it's not. I thought death ward on top of Blade Mail would have killed him, but it didn't. Now we're going to take Roshan, since they were trying and they got killed before they could. Roshan is weak, we might as well kill it and take the Aegis so that they don't. Now we're worried about Bounty Hunter being nearby, so I keep throwing the stuns. If Bounty Hunter was going to try to steal the Aegis from us, he would have to do it through a wall of stuns. Crystal Maiden takes the Aegis. That's kind of odd. I figured Sniper would do that, but Sniper was miles away, chasing a bounty hunter? Chasing a bounty hunter. Oh, figured he'd be the one being chased. Looks like they're going to collide for a fight, and Sniper wins. Sniper wins that fight. The battle between our two hardest carries, besides Axe, but he's not fed. But the battle between our two most fed hard carries, ours wins. This is a sign in the late game that we have a good chance at this one. I didn't think this one was going to be possible, considering our team consists of 3 supports, a lane support, and a hard carry. But somehow we managed to pull it off, with Crystal Maiden playing sort of like a carry, pushing, being really aggressive. She manages to get 7 kills, though it leads to 10 deaths. Witch Doctor has placed some really good death wards as well, but dealing tons of damage. Pugna was once again fairly worthless, but we get the Crystal Maiden dropping the Icicle Rain on top of a bunch of enemies who have Guardian Angel on. It doesn't matter because that's magical damage. They still take damage from that. Romney Knight's going to escape. Is he? No, he didn't. Romney Knight did not escape. I suspected he'd escape because of the rappel, but somehow he got chased down. Well done, team. Here I'm going to get my first Heart of Tarask, and I'm going to be the most tanky tank in tankdom. Now, coincidentally, our creeps, a big creep wave, have been pushing bot, and we have an opportunity to take bottom tower and bottom barracks. The creeps take the bottom tower for us. Bounty Hunter manages to take out Crystal Maiden, but we will get vengeance. Vengeance! Bam! Death. Crystal Maiden's laughing. Laughing as she dies. That's kind of sadistic. Morbid. However you want to describe it. Sitting on about 1,300 gold. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I feel like in order to win this game, however, we're going to need to take top racks and get mega creeps here, though. Command, please. You didn't do too well. You did okay. Yeah, look at the amount of health I'm sitting on. 3,600. That's quite a bit. That's more than Axe has. I'm going to throw down a Fissure, trying to harass, keep them away from my teammates, and then I'm going to rotate top in order to try and push top barracks. Once we get top barracks, we'll be able to surely take the Ancient and win this. Right now, they're just playing the defense games. We have mega creeps in 2 lanes, and we're about to get super creeps after we push top. They have to defend top if they want to have a chance, and they're not going to be able to between me and Sniper being on the top of the net worth chart. Bounty Hunter's not that far behind, and neither is Wind Ranger, but Axe, one of their very hard carries, and both of their supports are really quite much lower than they should be. I'll say. Pugna is much lower than he should be as well, and Crystal Maiden is much higher than she should be. In reality, I should expect them to swap places, but Pugna hasn't been able to do too well, and Crystal Maiden has somehow been managing to keep money up, even though she's been dying a lot. I could not see that bounty hunter at that point, but yet I was throwing stuns like crazy. It must make it hard for him to try to do anything. He's going to try and get some hits off on me, but I'll still stun him and deal massive amounts of damage, and Sniper manages to take him down. I thought he would have been invisible by that point. I'm being tracked, but it doesn't really matter because I have a ton of health. No one... well, they'd be able to see me anyway with the creeps nearby. Sniper takes tier 2. We're going to push further and try to take tier 3. I set myself up to buy a Veil of Discord and then realize, oh, I have enough money to buy the whole thing. Crystal Maiden once again laughing. Ah, it was because Pugna nearly got a rampage there and Crystal Maiden took the last of it. Ah, I see. Ah. So now we're going to push the top tower while they're all dead, and then try to take top racks, which we shall succeed in doing. Then we'll take mid tower and take throne. Now up here I'm up grabbing my Veil of Discord. Don't really need it that much considering they're all dead, but it might come in handy eventually. Skywrath is going to wiggle his way out, trying to make something happen, but between Sniper and everything else, I decide to just block it off. And Sniper is going to kill Skywrath, I think, with the shrapnel. Yes, he is. Even in the fountain, the shrapnel's dealing enough damage. Witch Doctor puts down a Death Ward, but it's too late, and we win. Decent comeback, considering the early game was so bad. A few good Death Wards and a few good Echo Slams later, this happens. Not bad. Witch Doctor's not looking too good, but, well, his items. Crystal Maiden's looking fairly decent, so's Pugna. I should consider building BKB on Crystal Maiden more often. That seemed like it came in handy. But yeah, that was a pretty darn good game, I'd say. One of the most fun I've had in a little while. That axe was really not where he needs to be in terms of farm if he was wanting to carry this game. Look at how many deaths he had as well. 15 deaths. He had more deaths than anyone on his team. Fewer kills than Bounty Hunter as well. Usually you expect axes to go crazy, but we just kept him under our thumb. We did well, and I'm glad for that. Well, I think that went fairly well. Considering I was interested in seeing how I do at recording in post, I'd say, as far as I can tell now at this point, that went fairly well, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did. Adios.